What if the biggest test of your career comes when you least expect it? Not when you've prepared weeks, but on a random Tuesday morning when your guard is down. I remember walking into the office one morning, coffee in hand, ready to dive into the day. My manager stopped by my desk and said, "Hey, once you get settled, come see me." No red flags there, apparently, but probably just a project update. After I checked my email and review for any new updates regarding my projects, I stopped by my manager's office. He said, "Let's take a walk." So we began to walk, and he suggested we stop by the CIO office. Again, no concern. I spoke to the CIO from time to time, but this wasn't a casual chat. It seemed like it was pre-planned. What followed next was like a conversation. No. It was more like an interview. Then the scenario-based question starts. What would you do if this particular project fell apart? How would you handle a stakeholder conflict? Could you really lead this if we put it in your hands? I felt like Allstate put it in my hands. But the energy from the conversation wasn't framed as we believed in you. It was, we want to believe in you, but we're not sure if you're ready. And the toughest part, my manager hadn't prepared me for it. I walked out frustrated, second guessing everything. I was frustrated because of the question, but it was the fact that I had a certain expectation that my manager would have let me know what some of the project expectations were, and we could have talked through them, just like we've done on other projects. Because I knew infrastructure projects really well. He understood governance really well. There we go again. That old friend of mine, my cousin on my uncle's side, imposter syndrome speaking to me again. You see, who told you that you think you can lead a project? After that, I got on the phone with my mentor that afternoon. He didn't tell me about the biggest wins. Instead, he told me about a time he had been blindsided, stumbled, led astray, bamboozled, and carried with him a scar ever since then. That scar became a lesson as a project manager today I even carry with me. And that leads us to our first principle. Principle number one, learn from your mentor's scars, not success. See, success looks polished. Scars, they're real. They're not fictional. They're not made up. See, they tell you what went wrong and how that individual survived. And family, I want to park here parenthetically and say something so important, so real, that a lot of times, even me, I've been guilty of it. So I'll call myself to the congregation. And where I've been wrong is I've been so impressed upon about how people have gotten success, but I never looked at their journey of how they got there. I never looked at their scars. See, their scars told more than their success could ever tell. Why is this important? If you only learn from highlight reels, you'll freeze when reality hits. Scars prepare you for the battle success stories never mention. Experiment with this actionable tip. Next time you talk to your mentor, don't ask how they won. Ask what almost broke them. Ask how they recover. Ask, how do you continue to move forward when you're being blindsided? Here's my professional insight. Trophies are good in that moment, but scars allow you to learn, adapt, and pivot. But scars only matter if you stay focused on the path ahead. Principle number two, focus is the bridge. Discipline is the momentum, and your why is the destination. I like that, family. See, focus gives you direction. Discipline keeps you moving, and your why ensures you're heading in the right direction. Why is this important? Without focus, you scatter. Without discipline, you pre-plan, you overplan, or watch this, family. You put yourself in a position where you think you got to know everything. So guess what you do? You stall. Without a why, you succeed at the wrong things. Experiment with this actionable tip. Start each day with a single bridge task. What's this one thing that's going to help move this project forward or this ideal forward? My professional insight. Motivation fades. Focus and discipline carry you. Your why ensures you're on the right direction. And I know what you're thinking. Your why isn't just words. It's a contract with your future self. Principle number 3, your why is a living contract with your future self. Your why isn't static. It grows with you. Every decision, you see, I didn't say choice. I said every decision either honors or breaks that contract. Why is this important? If your why isn't personal, it will not, I repeat, it will not survive pressure. Experiment with these actionable tips. Write your why where you'll see it on tough days, tough days, tough days. They say tough days weren't meant to last. So I'll say this, continue to move forward with insight, continue to experiment and understand that if you continue to push forward, I can't promise you anything, but what I can promise you is that putting one foot forward in front of the other is better than not doing anything at all. Here's my professional insight. If your why feels comfortable, they keep saying that it's too small. Your why is a contract, which is meant to stretch you. How can you get stretched? Well, you have to be uncomfortable. What does uncomfortable look like? Meaning doing things that you know you should, but you don't. Here, let me just say this real quick. Contracts mean nothing if you don't have the energy to keep them. Principle number 4, energy is your most valuable currency. Manage it or it will manage you. See, energy, not time, determines your output. Manage it poorly and you'll find distractions to take its place. I've been so guilty of that. You know, the scroll or continue to look at this and knowing that I should be doing this. I should be putting this content together. I should be putting this episode together. But why is this important, family? See, new PMs often think about output is about hours. It isn't. Energy drives results, not more time in front of the screen. Experiment with these actual tips. Schedule your hardest task for you when you have the most energy. Some people are morning people. Some people are afternoon people. Some people are evening people. I don't know what type of person you are, but whenever you have the most energy, make sure you go ahead and do that. Here's my professional insight. Your calendar shows time. Your results reveal energy. I always tell you, protect it at all costs. And once your energy is aligned, clarity doesn't come from thinking, it comes from acting. Principle number 5, action creates clarity, contemplation creates confusion. I like that, family. See, thinking without acting is a trap. Action clears the fog. Again, action clears the fog. Why is this important? New PMs freeze waiting for a perfect plan, but projects reward movement, not hesitation. Experiment with these actionable tips. When stuck, take the smallest next step, one email, one call, one task. Here's my professional insight. You can steer a parked car, but if you put it in drive, you'll start moving. But movement without direction is dangerous. That's why ambition must stay anchored to values. Principle number 6, anchor ambition with values. Again, anchor ambition with values. Ambition fuels progress, but without values, it can push you off course. This is important, family, because ambition without value leads to shortcuts, and shortcuts destroy credibility and trust. Experiment with this actionable tips. Before a tough call, ask, does this align with my values? Here's my professional insight. Ambition without value is speed without steering. And I know what you're thinking. Staying true means resisting the urge to live by someone else's why. Principle number 7. Don't borrow someone else's why. Again, don't borrow someone else's why, but you can model it. So your why is fit for you. Someone else's might look good, but won't hold under pressure. If your why isn't authentic, you'll abandon it at the moment things get tough, things get challenging, things get, you know where I'm going, things get hard enough for you that you say, I can't do this. And I get it. See, I've been there, and that's why I want to share that with you. Experiment with these actionable tips. Test your why. Are you sure you really want to run that race that person did to get where they're at? Remember, you don't know the work they had to do to get there. You don't know the sacrifices that they had to make. Are you willing to make those sacrifices? Here's my professional insight. Running someone else's race guarantees exhaustion, not victory. And when the pressure spikes, Only purpose will decide your next move. Principle number 8, when pressure rises, purpose decides. Pressure scrambles logic. Purpose cuts through the noise and guides the decision. Why is this important? New PMs will face fire drills, executive pressures. Without purpose, panic takes over. Experiment with these actionable tips. Before a high-stake meeting, remind yourself, what outcome serves the bigger purpose? Here's my professional insight. When the fire is hottest, purpose is the only voice worth listening to. Well, family, the bottom line is this, family. Find your why isn't about slogans. It's about scars that guide you, focus that steadies you, and discipline that carries you when motivation fades. It's not about energy that fuels you, action that clears the fog, values that ground you, and purpose that saves you when pressure is at its highest. So, as you step into this week, don't chase someone else's highlight reel. Collect the scars, honor the contract, protect your energy, act with purpose, and above all, remember, the decision to go after your why can only be done through execution. Will you make the decision today? If you're new to the episode, I go by the name of ED. For all you smart and intelligent folks out there, listen, that just simply means Ed. Until next time.